The Cardinals return to the city they call home from 1920 to 1959. They'll battle the Bears, who've dominated the series. It's Arizona and Chicago, and it's coming up next.
The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold to be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel, ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one. We know how well they throw the football, but they're going to have their work cut out for them in this one.
Yeah, they're going up against a top 5 unit in the league, and this is a defense. They don't make a lot of mistakes. Well coached, they execute really, really well, and terrific leadership on that side of the ball. So precision, that's going to have to be a key for them in this one.
Entering play call screen. Onside kick, kickoff left.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time.
Entering play call. On plan, there are 7 categories. Contain QB scramble is selected.
How about the guy
Contain, cover to contain. Cover 1 SS spy.
He didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Entering play call. Contain QB scramble. You have 12 options. God 1 QB contain a select. Gun plan. Coach suggestion. Cover 1 LB blitz.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
7 yards to pick up there. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. A really nice pickup of 14.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
But a run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
His own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
Entering play call, on plan. There are 9 categories. Throw it medium is select. Coach suggestions. There are 9 Pa MTN, zone fake jet. T-angle. 0-1 trap.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Triangle button.
They will run for the 1st time. David Montgomery, and he can only manage to get a couple.
Entering play call, coach suggests on plan. There are player. There are 9 formation. There are high form.
High power. You got to find
concept. Screen play action.
Magic
number.
20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now it's field.
Triangle button. R2 button.
Met the tight end.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Entering call challenge game stat coaching. Pop-up medical center is selected. Entering player name GI50. Position RG. Injury type T. Injury length TBG. Injury length out for game. Injury type broken finger. Position rolled. Player name Arquin. Entering franchise screen, you have 7 options. Resume is selected. Entering Padu. Concept. There. Play type. There are 9. Personnel. There are option. RPO. Special. Pass. Run. MTNHP plunge.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
Cross button.
And shedding the
cross button.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Entering play call. Play call. Play type. There are personnel. Favorites. There are recent. Coaches. Gun plan. There are player. David Montgomery. Calvin Ridley. Khalil Herbert. Fake punt. FD dive.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard.
Cross button. R2 button.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Enter. Player. There. Formation. Gun. Weak. I form. Single back. Wing. Mesh. AHB stretch.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Montgomery running right.
Cross button.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers.
Entering play call. Formation. Concept. Keep. Medium pass.
And you know
Quick
that's
pass.
not easily done
Option.
because they throw a
Run.
misdirection.
Screen pass. Play action. Do.
And get your
Do.
hands in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 3rd down.
Triangle button. Square button. R2 button.
Right side to Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Entering play call. Concept. There are. Formation. There are. Concept. There. Play type. Personnel. Favorites. Recent. Coach. Gun plan. There are 9 cap. Throw. Upon misdirection. Z-spot. Triangle. Curls.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Cross button. Circle button. Circle button.
This one's
Circle button.
Montgomery.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal.
Entering play call. Throw it medium. You have 77 options. T drive. Gun plan. There are. Player. There are 9. Calvin Ridley. Khalil Herbert. Cole Kmet. Justin Field. Darnell Mooney. G.D. Lamb. David Montgomery. Dave. Zone Fig Jet. 24 zone open.
Have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks. Has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Cross button.
Montgomery.
R2 button.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2.
Entering play call. David Montgomery. Zone Fig Jet. AHB stretch.
Got 2 yards.
Empty and AHB plunge.
And give it to
Zone
him
split
again.
WK.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Squeeze, double, double. Check,
Cross button.
Once more, Montgomery.
R2 button.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams on defense. They may blitz more in the beginning to get them.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Right at the beginning.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area.
Entering play call, on plan, formation, errors, 4, nickel, dime, prevent, goal line, special, 3 to 4, 4, 3, even 6, cover 4 quarters.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield line.
Entering play call, even 6-1. We have 9, formation, concept, cover 3, cover 6, cover 4, man blitz, cover 2 man, cover 2. Zone blitz 3 key. Zone blitz 2 key. Cover 1.
Loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On play action, it's Murray. Forced out to his left.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down.
Entering play call, undefined. Concept,
for good
play
measure.
type, error 7, zone cover, blitz, goal line, special, man coverage, man zone, cover 2 man.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Entering play call, man zone. There are 2 categories. Cover 2 man. 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 Cover 2 man.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. Shoves him aside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Entering play call, man zone. There are 2 categories. You have 12 options. Play concept. There are formation. There are 7. 4. Gun plan. There are 7 categories. Contain QB scramble is selected.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
After watching him drop that slant,
Entering play call, contain QB scramble. You have 12 options. Cog 1 QB contain is selected. Gun plan, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Over Storm Brave.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that falls to the ground. Incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does
Entering play call, coach gun plan. There are 7 categories. Contain QB scramble is selected. Cover 1 SS spy.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Entering play call, contain QB scramble. You have 12. Coach suggestion, potlets 3. Cover 6 invert.
If you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Sam blitz 3.
Good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Murray now. Buying time. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
R2 button.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Entering play call, mesh spot, AHD quick base.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive
Cross button.
Had it going pretty good last
R1 button.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get...
Entering play call, 83 HP short, inside zone split.
That didn't happen, so I'd say come out.
On plan, there are 9 player, there are 9 cat formation, concept, there are 9 cat, screen pass, play action cat, padu, pass print HD flat. Parallel LT.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields.
Triangle button.
That's caught by Montgomery.
Cross button.
He gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Entering play call.
And there are
Padu.
2 yards and a first down.
Concept. There are formation. There are I-form.
They're going to have to slow him down.
Wing. There are 2. AHD power O.
He was over 100
Pass print HD flat.
And you know they want to
AHD
give him
power O.
as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. A
Cross
first
button.
and some for Montgomery. And finally brought down at the 43. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be...
Entering play call. Pass print HD flat. Pa X burst formation. Player. There are 9 formation. Concept. There do. Pa do. Pass print HD flat. Parallel LT.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Cross button.
The playoff as he'll look
Triangle button. R1 button.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down.
Entering play call. Concept. There are 9. Play type. There are personnel. Favorites. Recent play. Coach suggestion. On plan. There are throw it media. On this direction. Pod keep curl. Triangle. The option. Pop power O. Pared. Curl combo. Texas. Curl combo. Cross button. Cross button. R1 button. Square button. R1 button. R1 button.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that.
Entering play call. Throw. On plan. There are player. There are formation. Concept. Keep medium. Keep pass. Verticals. 4 verticals. Verticals.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third
Cross button.
down.
Cross button. R1 button. R1 button.
He's going to go for it all.
Triangle button.
And that will be incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9. Hit punt FD pat. Punt.
Picked to bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds in.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 category. 1 Sam SS blitz.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
7-7, our score after one. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On first down, Edmonds, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Picks up 3 on that carry.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give to Edmonds. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Murray from midfield. Steps away to his left.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure you
Entering play call, on plan. There are 7 categories. Cover to contain. Cover 1 LB spy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray. On the right side, caught by Green.
nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that
Entering play call. Cover 2 contain. Cover 1 SS5.
if that pass is completed.
Cover 1 contain.
You often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Play action. Now it's Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Entering play call, contain, complant, formation, there are concept, there are, cover 3, cover 6, cover 4, man blitz, man, cog 1, QB contain.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. First down, Murray. He's got it.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Entering play call, man blitz, there are 9 categories, you have 47 options, pinch up 0 is selected.
And Murray's going to keep this. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
To kick. Jakeem Grant now to return.
R2 button.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
Entering play call, coach suggest on plan, player, error, formation, concept, screen, play action,
use him as a decoy.
sprint HB flat.
Get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself.
ROLT.
Can they put more points up? So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Fields now to throw.
Triangle button.
And he finds
R2 button.
complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down.
Entering play call, Padu,
For them to be good teammates.
concept, screen pass.
Is possess the ball for a
Option is set to run.
downs. Give their
Power,
defense a chance to
error,
settle down.
26 to AHD power O. Power O. AHD power O.
On 2nd down,
R2
Montgomery.
button.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Entering play call, power, error, power G. AHD power O. Concept, error, play type, error 9 cat, personnel, error, figurates, error, recent play, coach, on plan, player, error, formation, error, single hack, concept, screen path, play action, sprint HB, ROLT.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Triangle button.
He finds
Cross
it.
button.
Complete. That's Montgomery. It's a gain of
Entering play call, Padu.
now.
And we see
Concept, formation, error, I form,
continues to evolve.
single pack,
They become
concept,
critical to the
screen
passing
pass,
attack.
run,
As a lot of
option,
receivers
screen
tight
pass,
because
bubble screen. There are 3 categories. You have 8 options. RPO red bubble is selected. Cross button. Cross button. Circle button. Circle button.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Entering play call, concept, play type. There are 9 person, favorites, on plan, player. There are formate, concept, play action, play sprint HB flat, ROLT, sprint HB flat.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
That is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Silver shoe pinch.
Murray now to throw. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the side.
Entering play call, post field grab, KHB zone WK.
Except the defender was not his intended target.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Cross cutting.
Montgomery. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Entering play call, gun plan. There are not formation, concept, deep path, medium, quick path, option, run, screen path, play action, constraint HB flat, Taro LT.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Cross button.
Fields off the bootleg.
Triangle button.
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 Complete. That's Montgomery. And now
Entering play call,
he's
Kandu.
down at the 9.
Constraint HB flat,
5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Taro LT.
A little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. Throwing on 3rd down.
Cross button. R2 button.
And he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Komet, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offense.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he gets...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7. Cover 4 drop, cross 3 fire.
Like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a counter too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete.
And he goes out right around the 39. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks...
Entering play call, on plan. There are formation, concept. There are play type. There are 7 categories. Special, go live, blitz, zone coverage, man coverage, man, cover to man.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And caught. Right side. Green. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down.
But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Entering play call, men zone. There are 2 categories. You have 12 options. Cover 2 men is selected.
Second and 12. Here's Murray. And this throw incomplete.
Entering play call, men zone. There are 2 categories. You have 12 options. Cover 2 men is selected.
It just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now Murray again, going deep for Hopkins. And this a leaping effort, but it's
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
I've been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On fourth down, here's Andy Lee on to kick it away. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He'll field this at the 5.
Button.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be first and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start
Entering play call, punt plan, error, player, error, formation, concept, deep pass, medium, quick option, run, screen, play action, keep, play action, pass print HB flat, parallel LT.
from the 13 now. They work on first and 10. Here's Fields.
Triangle button.
This one swung out.
Cross button.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time,
Entering play call to error to play call.
sign of man.
Concept, there are screen path, run, option, quick path, medium path, quick pass, stick there, quick slant, X slant, quick slant.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Square button,
Fields.
square button, R2 button.
And Lamb, that's complete. 7 yards.
Entering play call, stick barrier for quick slant.
Is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Cross button, circle button, R1 button, R2 button.
Side, it's Lamb. And he slips up past the front.
Entering play call, stick barrier for categories. You have play call,
First down.
play call, concept, barrier, play height, there are 9 caps, option, run, pass, special, pass, stand, T-attack, T-attack. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. R1 button. R1 button.
For Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Devon Kennard. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
But apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Entering play call, play call.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we
Entering play call, play type, first, favorite, recent, player, error, from, play type, error, concept, option, run, screen, play action, key, play action, pass print HB flat, parallel alt key.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here's Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks
Entering play call. Pagu.
Bleed.
Pass print HB flat.
Now.
Good coverage on the outside. And
Parallel alt key.
wanted to check that down too, but once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Square button.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look
Cross button.
That's complete right side to Komet.
Cross button.
And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Entering play call. Concept. Play type. There are 9. Run. Draw. AHB mid draw.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
R1 button. R1 button.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down.
Entering play call. Draw. Error. AHB mid draw. QB draw.
Makes sense because they've been throwing
Play
it.
type. There are 9. Personnel. There 1 RB bar 2 key bar 2. Favorites. There are 9. Recent plays. Coach suggests. Gun plan. There are 9. Player. There are 9. Gun plan. Throw. On this direction. Z spot. Triangle. Curls.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Cross button.
Fields.
Triangle button. R1 button.
And that's caught by Komet.
He's down inside the 10 to the
Entering play call. Throw it medium. You have sub. On plan. Player. There are 9. Formation. Concept. There are. Formation. There are 9. Single back. Concept. Keep pass. Medium. Quick pass. Option. Run. Screen. Play action. Pass print HB flat. Parallel alt key.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Cross button.
Now it's Fields.
Triangle button.
He's going to
R2
flip
button.
to the flat. It's complete.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
They're able to convert.
Entering play call. Pagu. Play call. Pagu slide. Concept. Play type. There are 9. Personnel. Favorites. Recent play. Coach suggests. Gun plan. There are 9. Player. GD Lamp. David Munt. Calvin. David Munt. Zone fit. 24 zone open.
They'll run with
R2
Montgomery.
button.
Able to push his way through. He'll get 2 out of it.
Entering play call. David Montgomery. Zone fit jet.
Nice job.
24 zone open. Empty and HB plunge.
Touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll run for it.
R2 button.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have broken the tie.
So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Bad attempt is selected.
And this. Hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Throwing on first down is Murray.
And that one drops down, incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the field.
Entering play call, pod. There are 3 categories. You have 3 options. Cover 3 spy is selected. Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 6.
Under a minute to
Cover
go.
3 sky.
First half.
Cover 3 sky. Cover 3 sky.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Murray now. He's got Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets in.
Entering play call, triple. There are 4 categories. You have 12 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There recent play, cover 6.
2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the reception made by Green. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Entering play call, recent plays. There are 7 categories. Coach suggestions. There are safe man, base block left. Safe man right. Load block left.
Prater's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing,
Any points you see go on.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
This is Jakeem Grant.
R2 button.
A hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he brings it back. Can you believe it?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We'll begin in the Motor City in NFC North battle. Detroit hosting Minnesota. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. Dalvin Cook, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail the visiting Colts as that one's gone to the intermission. The Colts seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Jalen Waddle, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Entering Gunplan at thrown out, throw it medium.
They'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime, but the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting.
Medium
and for the
pass.
call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon.
Entering play call, special teams. You have onside return left.
To work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back to the second half.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that's
entering play call, middle slant.
For them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to yourself.
Cross button.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery.
Cross button.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Entering play call, mesh spot, AHD quick base, double go.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now with shotgun to Cohen. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here.
Entering play call, coach, AHD slip screen.
There was closed pretty quickly.
On plan, there are 9 from 8. Concept, deep pass, medium pass, quick pass, option, run, screen, play action pass, pass sprint HB flat, parallel LT.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Triangle button.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears.
Entering play call 2. There are 2 categories. Concept. There are formation. There are I form.
Whatever they
Single I form. Wing. There KHB stretch.
And no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Square button. Cross button.
It's Fields off the boot line.
Cross button. Triangle button. Button button.
Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because it plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He can
entering play call. Play call.
Hands, great ability.
Formation. There are player. There are 9. GD Lamb. David Montgomery. Zone fake jet. 24 zone. Empty and HB. 24 zone open.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Cross button.
Now a run with
R2 button.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no.
Entering play call. David zone fake jet.
Well, that's just a pile.
AHB stretch.
That's when you kind of
empty and AHB plunge.
Who can
zone split WK. AHB zone dot bus print HB flat.
They had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Back to Montgomery.
Button.
Down. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Entering play call. Player. Error. Formation. Error. Special. Hail Mary. Goal line. Gun. Weak. I form. Single back. Special team. Hail Mary. Goal line. Concept. Keep. Media. Quick pass. Option. Run. Play action. Pass sprint HB flat. Parallel LT. Cross button. Cross button.
Going on 3rd down.
Triangle button. Square button.
Open space
R2 button.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked.
Entering play call. Play call. Concept. Screen pass. Play action. Keep pass. Medium. Quick pass. Option. Run. AHB inside zone. Cross button.
They'll try
cross button.
1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. He's got the
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Add them to selected.
Defense. I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
That sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Murray going to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And he takes his...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end.
Entering play call, coach suggests on plan. There are 7 categories. Defend medium, defend me, cover 4, Tampa 2, cover 1 robber, Tampa 2.
On a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
From the 41, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Entering cover 4 quart, Tampa 2, cover 2 sink.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. And caught right side, Green. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club. And when we talk...
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 47 options. Cover 1 hole is selected.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Murray.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And that will make this a 4-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
To kick.
R2 button.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone. No doubt.
Entering play, drive trail, RPO alert glance, level high low, AHP quick base.
For a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to
R1 button.
now.
Square button.
And that, nearly picked.
Entering play call, coach suggests, on plan, player, there are 9, formation, concept, screen, play action, pass.
Something we haven't
ROLT.
from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Triangle button.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered.
Entering play call. There are 2 categories. Concept. There are play type. There are 9 personnel. Play option. Run. Pass. Run. Draw. AHD mid-draw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Cross button. Cross button.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage.
Entering play call. Play type. Option. Personnel. There are 9 favorites. There are recent coach on plan. There are 9 player. There are 9 from concept. Play type. There concept. Quick pass. Option. Run. Screen. Play action. Parallel LT. Cross button.
Here's Fields.
Circle button. R1 button.
Gets target. The tight end Horsted.
Entering play call.
But
Abu.
over the yard leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw is Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. R2 button.
And Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 39. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up.
Entering play call.
They do it for
Concept.
these situations.
Play type. There are personnel. There are 2 RD bar 1 T bar 2 WR. Pro. Quick slants. ISO. Quick slants.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Cross button.
Now Montgomery.
Cross button.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Entering play call. High post. AHD stretch.
So the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
Cross button.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good run there off right tackle in the old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta
Enter
Falcons.
ISO.
2000.
High post.
That's how they
AHD stretch.
offensive line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Cross button.
Now a give running
R2
right.
button.
Montgomery. Just a yard on the first down.
Entering play call. Pro. There are ISO.
It's right at 100 yards.
Personnel. There are 9 favorites. There are 9 recent plays. Coach suggestion. On plan. Player. There are 9 formation. Concept. Keep pass. Medium. Quick pass. Option. Run. Screen pass. Play action. Pass sprint HD flat. Parallel LT.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Cross button.
Here's Fields.
Triangle button.
This
R2 button.
swung out to Montgomery. And on this one, he'll get
Entering play call.
15.
Abu.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Cross button.
To throw, Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
End zone, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call. The FG holder blast.
Gotta give him a shot to unlock the defense.
On plan. There are 9. Player. There are 9. Formation. Concept. There are key pass. Medium. Quick pass. Option. Run. Screen pass. Play action. Pass print HP. Parallel key.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
They snap it to Fields.
Triangle button. Square button.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bears have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Add attempt is selected.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
What he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Try again. And finally able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Entering play call. Gun plan. There are 7 categories. Defend me. Cover 4 quarters.
Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting...
Entering play call. Defend medium pass. You have 47 options. Cover 1 hole is selected.
There on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 47 options. Cover one hole is selected.
Broke down the defender. Made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 47 options. Cover one hole is selected.
Second and 11 now.
Murray now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 47 options. Cover one hole is selected.
Receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back.
Entering play call, cash spot. 24 zone open.
Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground.
button.
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
He's hoping to channel his...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 3 options. Use on Miller, trail shake, GHP dive.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
They run.
R2 button.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Entering play call, on plan, there are player, there are 9, formation, concept, key, media, quick pass, option, run, screen pass, play action, pass sprint HB flat. Parallel LT.
The Bears on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now it's Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
They're firing a deep
Triangle button.
and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7. Nickel blitz free. Cover 2 man. Nickel blitz free.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Murray.
They'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 cover 1 LB blitz.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Murray. And this pass broken up.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Return middle. Return left. Punt safe man.
defense. You never want to
Hey up safe man. Return left. Hey up safe. Return left. Hey up safe man.
penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bears take over. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't.
Entering play call. On plan. There are 9 player. There are 9 cat. GD Lamb. David Montgomery. Dave Mesh.
Threshold because
24 zone open.
and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. You have zone fit jet.
Football players, isn't it?
24 zone open.
Run.
MTNH zone split WK.
Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding
R1 button.
Montgomery. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple of...
Entering play call. Player. There are formations. There are 9. I form.
Gain. Just
Concept. Deep pass. Medium pass. Quick pass. Option. Run. Screen pass. Play action. Pass sprint HB flat. Parallel LT.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Circle button.
That one complete
button.
stick. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Entering play call. Concept, there are 9 screen pass. Play action, keep pass. Play action, do, posprint HB flat. Carol LT. Cross button.
Fields on first down.
Triangle button. Cross button.
And he'll go down inside the 45.
Entering play call. Pagu.
They'll
Concept. There are 9 formation. There are special teams. Sing. I form. Wing. There are PhD stretch.
That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Cross button.
Looking to throw again on second.
Triangle button.
Fields. That's
Complete button.
Side to commit.
And he'll go out of bounds.
Entering play call. Wing. There are 2 formation. There are concept. There are 9 play type. There are 9 personnel. There are 9 favorites. There are recent coach suggestion. On plan. There are player. There are GD Lamb. David Montgomery. Mesh. 24 zone open.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Cross button.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 18 options. Field goal 58 yards. Selected. Gun plan. Player. There are formation. Concept. Keep pass. Media. Quick. Option. Run. Screen. Play action. Sprint H. Carol LT.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Cross button.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray.
Open man is Kirk, complete. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Inches here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Let's go.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Edmonds.
Edmonds a first down and more.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
70 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Murray now running right on the option.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Entering play call, coach suggestion. Mike's breakthrough press.
Staying on the ground. This is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And make a play, but on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Murray now. And that will be incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
R2 button.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have Y-stick, jet sweep, dagger, 24 zone open.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On
Triangle button.
Fields.
Cross button.
He'll leave it for Montgomery
Cross
complete.
button.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but
Entering play call. Coach suggests. On plan. Player. Error. Formation. Concept. Medium. Quick pass. Option. Run. Screen. Play action. Pass sprint HB flat. Parallel LT.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Cut.
Cross button.
To throw is Fields.
Triangle button. R2 button.
It's Ridley. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Entering Padu. Pass sprint HB flat. Parallel LT.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Cross button.
Now Fields.
Triangle button.
This
R2
one's
button.
out to Montgomery.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Entering Padu.
Fields now to throw.
Triangle button. R2 button.
Montgomery complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Entering Padu. Pass sprint HB. Parallel LT. Pass sprint HB flat.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25.
Here's Fields.
Triangle button. Square button. Triangle button.
This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw it.
Entering play call. Padu.
They snuck
Play
the tight
call.
end out on that one.
Play call. Play call. Concept. Play type. There are personnel. Favorites. Recent. Coach suggest. Gun plan. Player. There. GD Lamb. David Montgomery. Zone 5. 24 zone open.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Cross button.
Montgomery.
R2 button.
Take it in. Touchdown Bears. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got
Entering play call. Coach gun plan. Player. There are formation. Concept. Keep pass. Media. Quick pass. Option. Run. Screen. Play action. Pass sprint HB flat. Parallel LT.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw.
Cross button.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from him.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
After the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Mike Blitz 0. Cover 1 robber. Mike Blitz 0.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got a man here, it's Bryant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Oh, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
Touchdown! Chase Edmonds. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possible...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Prater on to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up...
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
R2 button.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but He's one of them.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. You have 66. Zone kick jet. 24 zone open. Empty NAHP plunge. 24 zone open.
That means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
No room to be had there on the...
Entering play call, concept, parallel 9, play type, parallel, personnel, parallel 9, play, concept, keep, media, quick, hop, run, screen, play action, keep, play action, ROLT.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fields.
Triangle button.
That's caught.
Cross button.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7.
Entering play call. Sprint HP. ROLT.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's Fields.
Triangle button.
He finds his man, complete. It's Montgomery. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Entering plate, Padu.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Cross button.
To throw, Fields.
Triangle button.
Open man is
button.
The tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than...
Entering plate, Padu.
Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Fields throwing again.
Triangle button.
He finds his man.
Cross button.
It's Montgomery. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Entering play call, Padu.
Decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the chance.
Entering play call, do. There are 2 categories. You have 7 options. ROLT is selected.
3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Circle button. Square button.
First
R1 button.
Run with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Entering play call, do. There are 2 categories. You have 7 options. ROLT is selected. Backs protect. Up.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming season.
Entering play call, do. Entering franchise screen, you have 8 options. Resume is selected. Entering play call. Padu. Sprint HB flat. Parallel LT.
Now it's Fields off the boot.
Cross button. R2 button.
Orsted. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over.
Entering play call. Do. There are 2 categories. You have 7 options. Parallel LT is Padu. Sprint HB flat. Parallel LT.
So third down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer.
Here's Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal.
Entering play. Pick FGY shovel.
Let's bring you home. Show some
Gun
faith in
plan.
these guys on the other
Player.
side of the ball.
Formation. Concept. Keep pass. Medium. Quick pass. Option. Run. Screen pass. Play action. Sprint HB flat. Parallel LT.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
They snap it to Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. R2 button.
To Ridley. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn it.
Entering play call. Do. There are 2 categories. Padu. Pared. Sprint HB flat. Circle button. Cross button. Square button.
They'll run on first
Cross
down.
button.
It's Montgomery. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this up.
Entering play call. Concept. There. Play type. There. Concept. Keep pass. Medium. Quick. Option. Run. Screen. Play action. Padu. Sprint HB flat. Parallel LT.
Crunch time, defense. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Let's put him on the field.
Off the bootleg.
Triangle button.
Caught
R2
by
button.
Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football.
Entering play call. Do. There are 2 categories. You have 7 options. Parallel LT. Padu. Parallel LT.
Off the bootleg.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears will use their third and final time.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Pick FG. Middle, high, low. Gun plan. There. Player. There are. Formation. Concept. Screen pass. Run. Option. Quick pass. Medium. Keep pass. Play action. Sprint HB flat. Parallel LT.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Off the bootleg.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Santos now to add the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Moore now to return.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 7. 37 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row. As they
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken.
Entering play call, pod. There are 3 categories. You have 30 options. Cover 3 spy is selected.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. They get 11 back on them.
Entering play call, pod. There are 3 categories. You have 30 options. Cover 3 spy is selected.
Get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Bears, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.
Post-game report player stats.